Good evening. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, December 9th. We're starting off tonight again with the chart of the US dollar. And if you check out the US dollar, you see the action over the last couple of days. A bounce in the charts, but the last 2 days sort of indecision. Is the dollar going to bounce? Is the dollar going to sell off? What's going to happen? And if we flip over to the Dow daily chart, you can also see pretty much similar action. Last 3-4 days, market going, we're going to sell off. Is this a double top? We're going to drop down lower. We're going to break out to new highs. And that's pretty much where we've been for the last couple of sessions. Volume really dried up today and yesterday. And you've got a lot of traders looking at that price we printed on Monday at 11,450 and going, hey, double top. We had a lot of traders going high cash. And if you've been watching the message boards and chat rooms the last couple of days, especially today, you've got a lot of traders going out there buying puts, starting to go short, saying the top is in. But still, we are seeing lots of action in stocks if you ignore the overall indices, which for now is why I think we're probably slanted toward another upside move. Of course, we've got a lot of other issues floating around out there that if they decide they need cheaper inventory, they can use to hammer the market. We had some news about the Labour Party in Ireland posturing, saying they're not going to vote for the budget, and that caused small pop in the euro, especially earlier, that ended up easing, well, actually a pop on the dollar that ended up giving up its gains going into the close. Then we had mid-morning, Democrats come out in the House, reject the current tax plan as it is. Not really that big of a surprise. There's still a lot of posturing going on. Tax cut will be done. But nothing is done easily when it comes to Washington. If everyone thought we were actually going to get that tax cut with any other issues, you need to put down the pipe. So right now we're in indecision mode on the market. Checking out the 15-minute chart, you can see pretty clearly support on the Dow right now is 11,325-ish. If we break below that level, then yes, we're probably looking at a little retreat in the indices until we get probably an Xmas week rally. We also have ourselves setting up for a possible breakout, and we'd be looking at a breakout on a move above 11,400. We've got RSI trying, we've got MACD looking good, we've got a downtrend line that's breaking on stochastics. So, the fact that so many traders are saying the top is in on the market, I'm more inclined to think that we're going to break out. Now, am I going balls to the wall, buying everything? No, we're playing decent, beaten down charts right now. And this time of the year, the major indices can sell off, and these small cap stocks still can run. We've seen it many, many times. So we're keeping an eye on the indices, but we're essentially playing the chart setups that we see in small cap land. SMH continued to slowly move higher. After hours, we got a 25-cent dip. Robots going crazy. NSM, National Semiconductor, earnings report sort of disappointed. The robots went crazy on it. You had NSM drop to 1350, which triggered a 25-cent sell-off in the SMH. Then common sense came around and slowly starting to see it move higher. Support on the SMH, 3162. As long as we continue to ride this elevator higher, we're going to do that. Are we overbought? Of course we're overbought. But this is the time of year for small caps, which is what we have been playing. And we've had some monster winners this week. New play, BNX. This is a stock that we played for very big gains this time last year. Banks.com. Tax season is, approaching. Even though April is the filing date, a lot of these tax stocks start to make their runs in mid-December and into January. JTX, if we actually look at that one, this was a tax play we got into yesterday. 82 cents, hit $1.10 today. 30% gain in one day if you held to the highs. So this is the season for the tax plays. We've got BNX beaten down, always sells off every November, then recovers and runs in. We've got RSI breaking 50, stochastics, positive 80x. Let's check out the 1-year chart on BNX, so you'll get an idea of what I'm actually hanging on. This is the BNX chart, and look, last November stock went splatty splat and then bottomed in early December and then went on a 100% move, and then if you held into tax day, this ended up being a 400% mover from where we call the entry. Here we go, sell off in November, bottomed and starting its move, and this is a play that will do very, very well in the near term. First target is that 50-day moving average up there at 29 cents, and then we'd be looking for a move to the 200-day moving average at 38. DSCMdrugstore.com breakout chart on very heavy volume yesterday. Jumped into this one, a $1.80 area. Target on this one is 210 to 216. Would be looking to add to our positions on a breakthrough 2 tomorrow. So keep a very close eye on this one for a breakthrough 2. You know the drill. A break at $2, these stocks go to 210, 220 area on average. No reason to think this will not be the same here. If you're trailing stops on this one now, stops $1.80, entry is stops on DSCM. Mad Cats, as you can see, just been a fantastic mover for us over the last 6 or 7 weeks. Continues to form smaller and smaller flags before breaking out. This one is coiled for a big move. When we break that 95-cent area during the market session, this one is going to go off to the race. I could see it trading 5-10 million share days once it breaks at the $1 level. So keep a very close eye on it. As you can see, as the flag forms, volume drops, and then volume goes boom, and the stock goes boom. We've had that happen. Volume has sort of dropped here again, so we'll be looking for a big volume confirmation on this one near term. SCON, this is one of our beaten down tech plays going into CES. Nice little pop consolidation here around the mid 145s. Next target is a move to the 50-day moving average up there at $1.60. NEI looked like it was off to the races 2 days ago, and volume just has disappeared over the last 2 days. And this is a stock, when the volume lightens up, the market makers go to work trying to push it lower. Again, we still need that 400K volume day to light this rocket ship, and it's just going to be a patience play, but inevitably this stock is going to make it to the 200-day moving average up there in the twos. West Akina Solar, very nice bouncer for us over the last, early in the week. The last couple of days, it's sort of treaded water on low volume. We're looking for this 40-cent 8-day moving average to act as a bounce area. And like a lot of our plays recently, let me actually pull up Cognizant, the perfect example of what I'm talking about in this market. CNXT, breakout, shakeout, run to new highs. We've been seeing this over and over and over again recently, and that is why when we see our plays initially break out and then retrace, that we're jumping in and grabbing some scalp positions for the inevitable pop higher. Even JTX yesterday had a pop to 87, 88 cents, retraced all the way back to 81 cents, and then it gapped up huge this morning. This is just the way the robots are going about trading these stocks this time of the year, so we're going to use that pattern to our advantage. Continues to be small cap season, and that is where our focus is going to be into January, building our lists of stocks that are getting beaten up by tax selling and stocks that are putting in nice bottoms, and there are a lot of them that have sold off over the last month that are coiled for nice little moves now that the tax selling pressure has pretty much abated on a lot of these. So going into tomorrow, we're going to see what happens on this market. Again, the key on where this market is going to go is the US dollar remains to be the fact. So, just eyes on the dollar and eyes on the small cap plays going into tomorrow. BNX, this is one, dips 22 cents and under, would be looking to accumulate this one. This is going to be a stock, as I said, that was going to be in play for the next month or so. And then DSCM and MCZ look very, very good. I'm thinking we're going to get a very big move on these two over the next couple of days. So that's it for the video tonight. I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or just jump into the chat room and send me an instant message. And that's it for tonight. Good night.